Scranton still have not said what caused it. Police in Lake Cumberland County think a man torched his home. South Williamsport police say Paul Best admitted lighting a boot on fire Monday night and then fleeing as smoke alarm sounded. Nobody was hurt, but he's behind bars today. 2822 News incorrectly reported this morning as to who was in that house at the time of the blaze. We apologize for the mistake and any confusion. With data centers in the planning stages in many places around here, officials are weighing as they took a trip to Virginia's data center alley.
Footprint larger than a city block. These are data centers, and while not all of them are quite as large as the one seen on your screen, this is what many residents throughout NEPA have been fighting against for months, and what many local officials are currently trying to navigate. Elected officials from across Lackawanna County joined the Scranton Chamber of Commerce on a trip to Loudoun County, Virginia, or Data Center Alley, to learn how to handle what many see as a problem without a solution.
I think all the data center developers have already snatched up or are currently snatching up most of the vacant land in Archbald right now.
Loudoun County is home to around 200 data centers with a combined total of roughly 50 million square feet. Officials there say while the economic opportunity can be promising, protecting residents should remain a priority.
If you're a resident and you move to an area, you move there for a lot of various reasons. And if you get up every day and you're traveling down, a concrete corridor in, Loudoun County, that wasn't what you may necessarily have signed up for.
The owner of DBT Data, the company who hosted the Chamber's trip and is actively involved in projects in Archbald and Jessup, says that NEPA, like Loudoun County, is an ideal space for data centers because of its proximity to the grid. While Archbald has received major backlash from the community in recent months for its handling of data center zoning, he says it's been an uphill battle for developers there.
We have to go through that zoning process to get permission to build a building. And it's the most restrictive zoning I've encountered in my 36-year career as a developer.
But a number of data center projects are already grandfathered into the borough under its 2023 zoning ordinance. And while those projects do sit on commercial or industrial land, they're in close proximity to homes and pose a challenge that officials in Virginia may not have faced.
Loudoun County and Archbald Borough are apples and oranges, and we do have residential zones that abut some of our industrial and commercial zones.
The development of data centers in Loudoun County, according to officials there, saved the county from crisis. In 2008, only 19% of the county's tax base came from commercial business. Now, they say the county is thriving, partially due to Virginia's business property tax. It not only gives the county revenue from the commercial space, but the equipment that sits inside. While it's a stretch to say any community in NEPA would reap the same benefits that Loudoun County did, officials there say the development is an opportunity, but one that cannot be taken lightly.
If you don't do it, you're going to get left behind. I think if you don't do it in the right places, you'll get a lot of negative feedback. So it's the balancing approach is really, really important.
Avery Nape, 2822 News.
And many officials on that trip agree the data center model in Virginia is one that would be difficult, if not impossible, to replicate in our area. And if you're thinking about adopting a pet this holiday season, you might want to think again. The people at Blue Chip Farm Animal Refuge near Dallas want to remind us pet adoption is a commitment. On average, dogs live between 10 and 13 years, and cats live between 13 and 17. That's a decade or more of feeding, cleaning, and caring for your pet.
Pet adoption is something for life. It's not a holiday gift. It's not a short-term project. It's a gift for life. And we try to make sure people aren't giving them as gifts, that they're giving them as true family members.
And adopters have to go through a lengthy process in most cases, starting with a detailed application. Well, it is nearly time for the nation to come together to observe National Wreaths Across America Day. Several trucks were escorted by police through Philadelphia yesterday as part of that convoy. The event meant to honor and remember our fallen heroes and teach younger people about the importance of freedom. Tomorrow, more than 5,600 locations nationwide, including many in our area, will host ceremonies to commemorate the special day. And here is one holiday house on Zillow you should see. Every December, Santa Claus opens the doors to his cozy North Pole cabin on Zillow. This year, he's gone all out on decorating his off-market home. Guests can check out how Santa and the Misses live. And according to Zillow, Santa's 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,000-square-foot home was built in 1822 on 25 acres and is worth well over $1 million. Still ahead, the president has new guardrails on AI, his executive order regulating artificial intelligence across the states when we come back.
They.
The president has signed an executive order to stop state regulation of AI. Jared Hill reports it comes amid a major partnership between one of the biggest AI companies and a major media outlet.
It's the AI, artificial intelligence.
From the White House, President Trump putting new guardrails on the AI race, signing an executive order intended to block states from crafting their own AI regulations, arguing a patchwork set of rules could hamstring the U.S. in the tech battle against China.
China has a central source of approval. I don't think they have any approval. They just go and build. But people want to be in the United States, and they want to do it here, and we have the big investment coming. But if they had to get 50 different approvals from 50 different states, you can forget it because it's not possible to do.
The order creates a task force to go after states for laws the White House says contradict its minimally burdensome national policy. David Sachs, a venture capitalist who leads the president's policies on crypto and AI, says they won't challenge every state law.
Kid safety we're going to protect. We're not pushing back on that. But we're going to push back on the most onerous examples of state regulations.
This comes the same day Time magazine dubbed the architects of artificial intelligence their annual Person of the Year. And Disney announced $1 billion investment in OpenAI, allowing users to access more than 200 of its animated and illustrated characters. Thursday, the union representing animators raised concerns. Writing in a statement, members have never received compensation for the licensing of these characters, nor will they benefit from the user-generated content made from AI powered by their creativity and labor.
And that was Jared Hill. And legal experts say the executive order will likely face court challenges. Now, over the summer, Congress killed an initial attempt by Republicans to prevent states from regulating AI. The man accused of murdering conservative activist Charlie Kirk made his first in-person appearance in court. Yesterday's hearing addressed media coverage of Tyler Robinson's trial. Kirk was fatally shot during an event on a college campus in Utah back in September. Robinson faces murder charges, and prosecutors are seeking the death penalty. Meanwhile, Erica Kirk spoke at a town hall about the murder of her husband and the release of his last book. Erica, who is now the CEO of Turning Point USA, spoke about the rising political violence in America, the future of the right, and her faith. CBS's editor-in-chief moderated the event, which will be airing tomorrow night at 8 on WYOU.
That's all I have to say.
Former University of Michigan football coach is due in court today on assault charges. Sharon Moore was fired Wednesday after the school said he had an inappropriate relationship with a female staffer. He was arrested later in the day after a 911 caller said Moore held a knife to a woman he was allegedly stalking for months. He is married with 3 daughters. Moore has been the Wolverines' head coach for the past 2 seasons. And Kilmar Abrigo Garcia has been released from an immigration detention center in Pennsylvania following an order from a judge. Abrigo Garcia returned to his home in Maryland last night, hours after his release. The man from El Salvador was mistakenly deported before being returned earlier this year. A federal judge ordered him released, saying the Trump administration had held him for months without lawful authority. He still faces criminal charges in Tennessee for smuggling immigrants. We'll get a look at your forecast next. All right, Logan's here. Cold today and
Yeah.
maybe more snow tomorrow.
Yeah, a little bit. And once again, at least we're kind of catching a break today. We certainly had our fair share of driving those squalls yesterday and also the snow on Wednesday. Today, though, beautiful blue sky, a few clouds passing through from time to time. But we will continue to see, once again, a mix of clouds and sun here for the remainder of the afternoon and early evening. More clouds today, pretty much off to our west into western Pennsylvania. But for our region, though, we do have a decent amount of sunshine, and we are looking for that lake effect to finally taper off here. And what you see that's not moving is still the snow that is currently on the ground, and we still have several inches of it too from temperatures not really budging too much over the past few weeks. As we look at satellite radar, you can see quiet conditions here across Pennsylvania, and we'll expect things to stay that way for today. We do have a weak disturbance down to our south. This is bringing some light snow down towards West Virginia and Virginia, and we'll be looking at a few instances for some snow here for this weekend. Temperatures right now 23 for Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Honesdale, 20 for Mount Pocono. I have 28 for Williamsport, and currently at 23 right now in Pottsville. Those winds going to be out of the west and southwest here today, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. Not quite as gusty as what we had this time yesterday. They'll range between 5 to 10, perhaps maybe some of the higher elevations trying to get to 15 miles per hour. Looks pretty good, though. The weather has been perfect for opening weekend for skiing for all the resorts here in our area. Trails for Montage that are open, 10 of them, 5 lifts, and the base is around a foot, and those temperatures will still be perfect here into the 20s and 30s, not only for today, but also as we get into this weekend. Speaking of the weekend, we're talking about our next round for some snow here as we get into Saturday night and into early Sunday. This is going to be more on the lighter side, and most of the snow will be found not only just south and east of our viewing area, but mostly south and east outside of it too, especially as you get into New Jersey, also down towards Philadelphia, probably a better spot with this particular system to see some accumulating snow. But it doesn't matter if you're going to see a half inch or a little bit of a coating to even 3 inches of snow, with temperatures overnight Saturday night into the teens and 20s. Any of those untreated surfaces will be a little bit slick and a little bit icy. So as we look here at futurecasts for the rest of the day, still expecting a mix of clouds and sunshine. More clouds trying to build in here across our northern tier maybe first, but otherwise most of us seeing sun. And then as we get into tonight, we'll look for increasing clouds, and that will lead into tomorrow with generally more clouds and sun. Can't rule out a flurry or a snow shower for your Saturday, but overall most of the time looks to be pretty dry. Then we get into Saturday night and into Sunday morning, and we have this system more so to our south and east, but this will try to clip us here with some light snow showers, but nonetheless, so I think you'll have a better opportunity for some snow, especially the farther south and east you live. So the southern tier and Poconos look to be a little bit have a higher risk for some accumulating snow compared to farther north and west. Granted, this is not going to be a lot of snow. It's more of a minor event. And then on the backside of it here for Sunday, we still have more Arctic air pushing back in, and also a few lake effect flurries and snow showers. So generally, the farther north and west you live, I'd say roughly west of I-81, you'll have maybe a coating to perhaps an inch, but I think you'll have a better chance for at least a little bit more along and east of, especially into the Poconos and to the southern tier. It's kind of the best opportunity for accumulating snow. But with that said, outside of the viewing area into the New Jersey and also southern Pennsylvania and towards Philly, you'll have a better chance to see even a few more inches of snow. So for today, we're into the 20s to near 30, still below average, and that will continue right into the next several days. It has been one of the coldest starts to December. We're officially in the top 10 for the coldest starts since records went back in 1948 for at least Avoca data. Right now, we're into the 20s, or highs expected to reach to near 30, partly sunny, not as windy, and then for tonight, increasing clouds with lows into the upper teens. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. So we'll look for some snow showers here off and on here, at least Saturday and Sunday during the day. Not anticipating a whole lot out of those. We'll have that light snow here for Saturday night into early Sunday morning. A lot colder for the second half of the weekend. We're into the 20s, and that continues into Monday as well. For Tuesday, partly sunny, and then Tom slowly warming up here as we get into the middle of next week, where we're talking about the chance even for some rain showers, just plain rain showers. How about that for Thursday? So something we have not seen in quite some time is 40-degree temperatures.
No, we haven't.
So we'll have that to look forward to in just 5 to 6 days. I was going to say a few days, but we still got some time.
Still a ways off.
Yes.
Logan, thanks. Well, it's the most wonderful time of the year, and we're making it even better with the 12 days of streaming sweepstakes. Here's how to enter. First, download the 2822 Now app on your Roku, Apple TV, or Fire TV. It's totally free to download and free to stream. Launch the app, find the QR code, scan it, and you are in. Just enter your information to win amazing prizes, including $1,500 in groceries from SureSave. No purchase necessary. Remember, you can only enter on the 2822 Now app. All right, when you cut down that Christmas tree, you're also cutting down a home for wildlife. Listen up, Logan. What kind of critters could be in your tree and how to keep them out? Coming up. Well, getting a real Christmas tree can be better than getting a fake one in a lot of ways, but some creepy crawlies could end up in that tree. But as Haley Fitzpatrick reports, there are some tips and tricks to keep them out of the house.
Real Christmas trees are the perfect way to celebrate the festive season while caring for the planet.
Especially from a local tree farm, helping a local business. It's a sustainable practice because while those trees are growing, they're doing what trees do, absorb carbon monoxide, put out oxygen.
While the weather cools this time of year, Christmas trees are sometimes home to insects looking to stay warm.
Sometimes that could be aphids, dormant aphid nymphs. It could be spider mites, something like, or some other kind of insect nymphs possibly.
Experts recommend giving your tree a quick shake before bringing it inside, but say there's no cause for concern. Those tiny hitchhikers are just another part of nature making a brief holiday appearance.
Hit that trunk on the pavement a couple times just to see, first of all, if there's a lot of needles that fall out, an excessive amount, that might mean the tree is over dry. But it can also be an opportunity to get rid of some of those things, those hitchhikers.
Ted Drew's in South St. Louis is one spot in St. Louis that delivers quality live trees and will do the heavy lifting for you.
When we take them off the truck, load them up, but as soon as we open them, we tap on the ground 3, 4, 5 times, and that knocks out virtually all of it. And we even have a machine called a shaky.
Travis says that in his 50 years of managing Ted Drew's Christmas tree stand, he's never had a single issue with dormant insects. Their pine, Fraser fir, and balsam firs all come from Nova Scotia, where Ted Drew's once operated their own farms.
I have the the privilege to be able to ask the grower that we buy from, the suppliers, to cut them late for me, because I do want them as fresh as possible, and I'm so blessed that they will do that for me. So when the trees arrive, they're not that old, and they should last just fine as long as you keep them watered in the house.
All right, coming right back with a look at your forecast.
All right, Tom, at least today we have some sunshine back.
We do.
Not dealing with those squalls. It certainly caused some travel issues out there yesterday.
I have to go home and shovel. How about you?
I did cut it yesterday, so hopefully it did not melt and freeze over. So, yeah, it's good to get cleared that off, because all these temperatures the next several days are pretty much into the teens and 20s. When one last check of the forecast, still a few flurries, perhaps a snow shower Saturday. Some light snow here as we get into Saturday night into Sunday morning. And then for Sunday, the rest of the day, a few lake effect flurries, a few snow showers, a lot colder though, into the 20s. We'll stay on the cold side Monday, near 30 Tuesday, and then Tom, we're right back to the 40s here, something we haven't seen in quite some time by the middle of next week. And even maybe a chance for some rain showers. So we'll see. I mean, still 6-7 days out, but we're hoping things will certainly warm up for us.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on it.
Yep.
I know you don't want to ditch Cece, but if you're in the market for another pet,
oh, really?
we'll take a look
you have
at
options for me?
Yes, we'll take a look at some
Perfect.
exotic ones when we come right back.
I'm good. I'm done.
Scovs.
If Fido isn't enough, maybe you should look into some more exotic pets. And as Dave Malcock tells us, that might come in the form of a different kind of furry friend.
Elvis, Rufus, Ernie, and Georgia are just some of the raccoons hanging out at Stephen Casper's house.
Crunch berries.
He's left them some Captain Crunch.
They'll clear a couple bowls of this stuff a night.
And shoveled a path to help him out.
Tell me about the first time that you knew that a raccoon was trusting you.
Oh, so that was Robbie.
The second Robbie raccoon ate his first marshmallow, it was on.
They literally would sit on my lap. At one point, we had 5 moms, 22 babies up here at once. I mean, I'm like, this is a lot.
Outside, in the clearly marked raccoon crossing zone is one thing.
You want them inside the house?
Absolutely.
But in at least 32 states, pet raccoons are illegal, including here in Kansas. So Casper wrote a bill
Raccoon ownership
to change that and got it in front of state lawmakers.
They're incredible companions.
They are very smart.
Across the state line, Aaron Woodell from the Missouri Department of Conservation thinks raccoons should stay outside.
When you confine an animal like that to a smaller space, it's just not well suited for them.
To have a little bitty guy like that stare into your soul, holding your hands.
With his own hands, with his own human hands.
They will not let you go.
If Casper's bill passes, he wants 2026 to be the year of the pet raccoon nationwide.
All right, very fitting. Mark filling in for Gianna today. Did you know Gianna, she wants a raccoon?
What doesn't that lady want? No.
She wants.
I get it. She's an animal lover all the way.
She already has Brody, but she would like a raccoon as well.
Would Brody and the raccoon coexist?
I'm not really sure how that would go.
That would be interesting. Let's turn right now to some other top trending stories for you. And a scary scene in Australia. A skydiver's reserve parachute, watch what happens here. Jumps out, jump, jump, go ahead, jump. Do you see the reserve parachute?
Oh, it's like Rambo 2, remember?
Yeah, it gets caught on the plane wing midair. The parachute jump is part of an event where 17 experienced parachutists completed large group formations. Now, while hanging from the plane, the man was able to cut himself free with a knife.
Just like Rambo again.
Talk about grace under pressure, yeah. That sent him into a free fall, but he released his main parachute and landed safely, thank goodness. Suffered only minor injuries from
even
this
more stunning,
mishap.
Mark? While this is all going on, people are still jumping out of the plane. They're like, oh, Steve's hung up there, but let's just continue on with the jump that we paid $200 each for.
And everybody on the ground just wants to get video of it to see what happens
Talking
next.
about luck, man. Well, the annual Christmas parade in Tennessee got an unexpected participant, and it wasn't a raccoon. A black bear wandered into the road and walked along the parade route in Gatlinburg. It was unclear how much of the route the bear walked, but a witness said it was seen feasting on trash after the parade. Another big bear going through there.
Another big bear, and I know there's a lot of thought down there that the reason that the bear was kind of docile during the whole parade is that he's probably had interaction with humans where they fed him.
That's what's scary, yeah.
Yeah.
And that happens all the time. I remember I had a bear in my backyard just walk right through.
Oh, good
and I went on the porch just to try to get him away, and he
Yeah.
just looked at me, and I'm like, okay. He's like, okay, I'm going to keep going.
Carry on.
Yeah. All right, let's go to check out our forecast. Logan, Mark, every day when he goes out to his car, he checks the garbage cans for bears. I know you do. You're scared.
Heads on a swivel, back and forth, yeah. No, I thought I saw a video on social media, maybe at the same place, same time, but this guy was trying to provoke the bear, and it was not.
That's not a great idea,
yeah,
right?
And the bear was not having it. So, yeah, at least it looked like the bear was okay in that setting. But, yeah, don't still go up to them and mess with them. Not that I have experience, but I don't want to either. As we look at satellite and radar, you can certainly see things have quieted down across Pennsylvania. We've had the lake effect activity yesterday, and now today we have a good mix of clouds and sunshine in store for the rest of the afternoon. We do have a weak disturbance down to our south here over Virginia, West Virginia, bringing some light snow there. But for us, we're drying out here. I think we've had our fair share of snow for this week. 23 Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, 20 for Mount Pocono, 30 for Lehighton, and right now into the mid-20s for Pottsville. Most areas in central Pennsylvania into the 20s to near 30. Wind's going to be out of the west-southwest here for today, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. Not quite as windy as yesterday. Still maybe a few spots up in the higher elevations where it's a bit breezy. Mark and Tom, we're going to talk more about this weekend and also additional snow chances and a little bit of a warm-up ahead. Your full forecast in just a few minutes.
I would say it sounds good, but it doesn't. All right. Thank you. This sounds good. If you're hungry for Italian, look no further than the Big Apple. As Brooklyn pasta spot getting national attention after topping DoorDash's list as America's favorite Italian restaurant for delivery.
Well, that sounds good right about now. Corey McGinnis shares how they turned fresh pasta into a nationwide hit.
In the kitchen at Brooklyn's former pasta factory, dough turns through the steel pasta machine, warm and steady, signaling another busy day. Chef partner Amit Rabinovich says the handmade pasta is at the heart of everything they do.
We make fresh pasta every day. It's handmade pasta. Some of it is extruded through our extruding machine. Our sauces are fresh, are made in-house.
This week, DoorDash named Forma Pasta Factory America's favorite Italian restaurant for delivery.
Thank you.
A recognition Rabinovich never expected.
It was very surprising. It was very shocking, and it came as one of these great shocks. We built this place, my partner Gal and I, with the thought that it would be an in-house experience. People coming to dine in, enjoying a glass of wine, fresh-made pasta, hot, served right there.
Still, the delivery side took off during and after the pandemic, now connecting their Greenpoint and Fort Greene kitchens to pasta lovers across the city. Rabinovich says the secret to their success goes beyond recipes.
Our secret weapon, honestly, is all the love we put into it. We have a team that works extremely hard. Our front of the house, our back of the house, our prep cooks, everybody comes in, gives it 100%.
Customers in the packed Brooklyn spot seem to agree.
The quality, the price, and the atmosphere.
The quality is great. I've never had a bad experience. The food is awesome and it's reasonably priced. I can always afford the meal, which is nice. I try and come earlier in the day because at night there's usually a pretty big line.
For Rabinovich, the honor is shared with his team. And if you ask him what's next,
I have a glass of wine, relax, and join us. We're one big happy family.
All right, New York City does have great Italian food.
Oh, the center of the cuisine culture of the world,
Well,
yes.
where you live in Old Forge, too, you don't have to go far for some good pizza and good Italian meals,
I have
too.
no complaints about Old Forge. I'm set for life.
Well, it's a short train ride to a barn, letting you step into a Christmas wonderland.
We're going to check out the limited time Christmas experience perfect for the family coming up on 2822 News Midday.
Now. Well, the magic of Christmas coming to life in Wyoming County.
Brown Hill Farms is making it their mission to spread Christmas cheer and land on your nice list this holiday season. 2822's Paul Giacomo experiences the festive fun at the farm in this week's Parenting Playbook.
Merry Christmas. Who's ready to go to the North Pole?
As visitors arrive at Brown Hill Farms in Tunkhannock, a short train ride transports them to Santa's barn for a magical holiday experience. I happily hopped aboard for the scenic ride.
All right, everybody, the elves are inside. We're waiting for you to get there.
Upon arrival, Santa's elves greet guests at the fully decorated barn where every corner is filled with festive charm. In the waiting area, Christmas videos play on nearby screens as parents snap pictures and kids package reindeer food to take home. The journey continues up the staircase to Santa's enchanted elevator.
All right, have fun, guys. Merry Christmas.
Everyone loves it. It's just so magical. The kids' faces light up. It's just wonderful to see everyone.
One by one, visitors board the movie-like elevator. Doors close, lights twinkle, and holiday magic fills the air. Moments later, the doors open to reveal the North Pole. That's where Santa and Mrs. Claus are waiting with warm smiles.
Have you been a good girl this year? I thought you were. I'm going to tell Santa that you were.
I think everybody loves Christmas, and we're trying to create a place that you can be transported to. It was a lot of fun.
After meeting Santa and Mrs. Claus, children make their way into Santa's writing workshop, where they can sit down and craft their very own letters to Santa.
Once kids finish writing their letter to Santa, they can then drop it off in this special mailbox for delivery.
They're coming with their whole family, which is really good. I thought maybe they'd bring the kids, but they're bringing grandma and grandpa and aunt and uncle, and it's been well received, so I'm very happy.
Kids are clearly happy too.
I think it's very cool.
What do you like about it?
I like the elevator and the train ride.
The North Pole also features a brightly lit walk through an enchanted forest, live animals, dozens of decorative Christmas trees, and plenty of festive props for family photos.
They've done so much here at Brown Hill Farms. I really do feel like we're at the North Pole. It's so Christmassy. Puts me right in the Christmas spirit.
Visitors can stroll around the property, grab snacks at the outdoor food stand, and pose for family photos at festive props.
It's very unique. Nothing we've been to so far, so very neat. We try to take a weekend every year before Christmas to do something as a family, and this is what we decided to do this year.
Reporting for Paula's Parenting Playbook, I'm Paula Giacomo, 2822 News.
Does that look like fun?
They did a great job on that. Congratulations.
And if you're interested, you can purchase tickets online, and you have to do it online, by the way, to book your journey to the North Pole.
For a link to Brown Hill Farms, head over to 2822news.com and click on the Parenting Playbook tab. Coming right back with your forecast.
Walmart. Welcome back, everyone, here on this Friday morning. After a busy week with winter weather, we've had Arctic air, we've had rounds of snow and snow squalls yesterday. At least we have the sunshine to work with here today. A live look right now from Wilkes-Barre, sun shining brightly here across most of northeastern central Pennsylvania. A few cumulus clouds popping up, but that's about it. As we look at satellite, you could see still plenty of sunshine here for northeastern central Pennsylvania. We do have more clouds just to our south and west, but expecting things to remain quiet and a decent amount of sun for the rest rest of the day. Satellite and radar showing the lake effect activity has pretty much been winding down throughout this morning, still dealing with some of it up towards into New York State. But here for Pennsylvania, though, things are rather quiet, and we'll look for that to be remaining that way for the rest of the afternoon. Right now, temperatures still pretty chilly out there. 23 Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, 20 Mount Pocono, 27 Hazleton, and Selinsgrove currently at 29. Those winds going to be out of the west here today, anywhere from 5 to even 10 miles per hour, though a few spots may be a little bit higher, around 15 miles per hour. So a bit of a breeze can be expected from time to time. But great weather, though, if you want to go out to the ski resorts. Montage, we have 10 trails open, 5 lifts, and looks like the weather here will favor a little bit of some light snow as we get into this weekend. Temperatures will be a lot colder, though, for the second half of the weekend. Sunday, we're going to be struggling to get out of the 20s. Looking ahead into the weekend, speaking of it, we do have around for some light snow here Saturday night and into Sunday early morning. Once again, I think this is going to be favoring more areas, mostly south and east, not only just in our viewing area, more the southern tier and Poconos, but also outside of our viewing area too, into Jersey, down towards Philly. Best opportunity for some snow there. You got to be a little bit farther south and east for this system, but it doesn't matter if you get a ½ inch of snow, maybe 2 or 3 inches. Still, it's going to be certainly a little bit icy on those roadways, given that temperatures Saturday night will fall into the teens and also into the low 20s. As we're looking at futurecast here as we go throughout the rest of the afternoon, expecting a mix of clouds and sunshine, maybe a few more added clouds through the mix across our northern tier, but overall we'll look for a decent amount of sun. Then increasing clouds later tonight, especially for tomorrow morning, and there still will be the chance maybe for a flurry or a snow shower throughout the day. Otherwise, we'll expect most of the time to be pretty quiet. Here comes our system here as we get into Saturday night to Sunday. This particular model, not too excited about the whole idea, but you can generally see we do have snow here that develops, especially south and east. Other data has been showing that it kind of comes back a little bit. So once again, this is not going to be a big event, but we do have a high ratio snow event to talk about, especially because the air is going to be dry, very cold. You're able to squeeze out a lot more moisture just with it being super cold here. And then we do have a leftover flurry or snow shower as well as we head into Sunday. Looking at the snow outlook, yeah, not too impressive. Coating to maybe an inch here farther west you go, but especially let's say roughly along and east of I-81, 1 to 3 inches will be expected. Probably more so 1 to 2. A few isolated spots getting to near 3. Temperature trend, we're into the 20s and 30s next several days. Average highs still typically in the low 40s. 32 for Tunkhannock, 28 LaPorte. Poconos, 26 Hazleton and Mount Pocono. Southern tier, 33 for Pottsville. Susquehanna River Valley into the low and mid 30s for today. And our Valley City highs are also right around 30. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. So a little bit of light snow activity here for this weekend. Temperatures into the 30s for tomorrow, and then for Sunday, we're into the 20s. Then for Monday, more clouds and sun, also into the 20s. And then Mark and Tom, by early next week, we start that gradual warming trend. By Wednesday, Thursday, we're back into the low and mid 40s. So, yeah, those overnight lows staying into the teens here. The cold air not going away yet, but there is some light at the end of the tunnel.
Look, check out your screen over there. Look at the smile on his face. Like he's happy about that.
Wait, me? Oh, about some warmth? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, but the cold, not so much.
You can come to our house and shovel then.
I think I'm a little busy this weekend. Sorry.
I need somebody. It's not going to be the delivery guy today. He's not going to be happy with me.
Logan, thank you. Well, the tour might be over, but Taylor Swift's streaming era is just beginning. Plus, the work of a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer to help vets.
Gwen Baumgartner is here with your Eye on Entertainment report.
Are you ready for it? From the stage to the screen, Taylor Swift is back. Her 6-part docuseries is out now.
It was the end of an era.
The episodes give fans a behind-the-scenes look at her wildly successful Eras World Tour, which grossed more than $2 billion.
How do we do this?
The first 2 episodes of The End of an Era are available to stream on Disney+. This royally expensive bottle of Dom Perignon champagne sold for nearly $60,000 at auction this week. The 1961 vintage was specially produced for the wedding of Princess Diana to then Prince Charles. Rocker Joe Walsh of the Eagles is auctioning off some of his musical memorabilia, saying he has too much stuff.
I'm a kind of a hoarder. I think it's genetic. My grandmother was a hoarder, my mother was a hoarder.
Proceeds from the auction will go towards his nonprofit that supports veterans. And award-winning actress Kate Winslet is making her directorial debut in the film Goodbye June, written by her son. She reflects on their dynamic during the 7 weeks of filming.
It was really, really fantastic. Like, even in the moments when I'd have to find a way of saying to him, it's a really great scene, cut it in half.
Goodbye June premieres today in select theaters.
Lots to watch. The Christmas shopping rush is underway, and like usual, many people are doing their shopping online.
The deadlines you need to know when we come right back.
Americans are expected to once again break spending records this holiday season, but the window to get those gifts delivered is closing fast.
And here are the deadlines from Evan Moore that you need to know.
The race is on to guarantee gifts are delivered in time for a spot under the tree. Some shoppers have mastered the rush.
I am on top of this. I started December 1st.
While others struggle to meet the fast approaching deadlines.
I'm still sort of doing the last minute scramble to get things out.
An estimated 2.3 billion packages will be shipped this holiday season, a 5% increase from last year.
You'll see a 5x spike at this time of year.
Craig Foreman, president of e-commerce for major courier DHL, says this year's time crunch was even trickier.
This year is a bit of an anomaly just from a calendar standpoint. Black Friday was actually in the month of December.
People who want to get a gift delivered by Christmas need to act soon. The listed deadline to ship ground with the U.S. Postal Service is December 17th. The 20th is the last day to send an express package. The last day for 2-day shipping at UPS and FedEx is December 22nd. Both companies offer overnight service on December 23rd for Christmas Eve delivery. But for some added peace of mind, Foreman suggests this rule of thumb.
Try and get your order in by December 15th. And really that is, you have a later date than that and can still make it, but just to have some assurance, because there are things that are outside of carriers' controls, such as weather.
And by mid-December, he warns there's no room for error. Make sure the address is correct and provide your email so you can track the package.
Get shipping. We'll be right back. Look who's here for an elfin good time.
What are you up to, Mr. Pine? Wait, how did you come up with that name?
Pinecone the Elf, yes, the one and only.
Pinecone the Elf has always been Pinecone the Elf.
How did you pick out that name, though?
Pinecone the Elf was given it by Santa.
Yes, it picked him.
There you go. But Pinecone the Elf did tell Chris Bohinski once that when he used to live in New York City, he would perform as an elf at holiday parties with a former Macy's Herald Square Santa.
Oh, okay.
And he was tasked to name himself so guests can interact with him. And because pinecone and the smell of fur is Chris Bohinski's favorite Christmas scent, he chose pinecone.
Okay.
And you can meet Pinecone the Elf tonight at Christmas in our hometown as Grand Marshal of the parade. The tree lighting will be exclusively on 2822 News, and we will be having so much fun starting at 3 o'clock.
That is a good time.
Yeah, hopefully you got lots of layers. It's cold out. So, yeah, we're talking temperatures tonight into the teens once again, and then for tomorrow, a few flurries, few snow showers, and some light snow here for Saturday night into early Sunday, and 20s for Sunday and Monday for highs, and at least we have some 40s there by the middle of
To think I almost wore this, how embarrassing is that?
You guys could have twinned.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.